Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for taking time out of your morning to join us for this month's final expense coaching call. Today is Monday, March 3rd, 2025. I'm Matt Alina, and I'm the manager of the Life Markets team here at URL. And welcome to our final expense coaching call. We know you have a bunch of different things and different options and where you park your business and where you partner, and we appreciate you partnering with us here at URL Insurance Group. We used to do this on a weekly basis, and just because of different things that have kind of taken place behind the scenes here at URL, I have a lot more on my plate. We've moved this to once a month. So I'm going to tell you the stuff that we put together for today's training. I hope you find it to be useful, something that you can start implementing right away, and take some notes, ask questions, grab your coffee, and let's conquer the day. So today we're going to be going over our Final Expense Architect program. I know that there are plenty of you on today's call that are brand new to URL. You're brand new to our Final Expense program. So I want to kind of go and give you an overview of what our Final Expense Architect program is all about. We'll talk about different sales ideas and concepts. We're going to be talking about and highlighting a company of the month. I'm going to do a little trivia question and see if you happen to know what company we're going to talk about or what company we're highlighting. We'll also talk about what's hot, and we'll answer any questions. You can ask any of your questions. There's a chat area there where you can ask questions. I'll be happy to get those questions answered for you at the end of today's main presentation. So let's jump into it. Our Final Expense Architect program. We provide valuable training by elite level producers. These are producers that have partnered with URL for many years. They really know the ins and outs of final expense. We've also collaborated with a bunch of different final expense producers who are consistently doing $100,000 or more in final expense sales. We've kind of collaborated with them to put together some different sales trainings and scripts and just different ideas, different ways to approach final expense sales. We have proven lead systems from direct mail to digital leads and everything in between. When you partner with URL, you automatically have access to top contracts and immediate vesting. You have experienced sales and marketing teams with us here at URL, and we also collaborate again with other agents in many different fields outside of final expense as well. Final expense, it's a simple product to sell. It's simple whole life products where the client pays us a fixed premium. As long as they pay that premium, the coverage is guaranteed. They'll never outlive that coverage as long as they pay the premiums, and the rates are locked in for the rest of your life. Many of the different companies that you sell in final expense give different incentive trips and different bonus opportunities as well. You are allowed to go on those trips. It's not working for a trip for me. It's working for a trip for you, and you have about 20 or so different final expense companies to choose from. With our final expense architect program, when you align with us at URL, you also have access to the final expense closers clinic training. It's a hot on-demand training that we've done. It takes about an hour, and it goes through how to set appointments, how to present final expense to somebody, how to rebound from any of the common objections, how to get those referrals, and how to expand your business. URL has a final expense quote engine on our website at urlinsgroup.com. You go to the agent area, you'll click on quotes, you'll find the final expense quote engine link. On the left-hand side of your screen there, you're going to see where you put in the state of the sale. You'll put in the client's date of birth, male, female, tobacco or non-tobacco, the face amount, the benefit of level, graded, guaranteed issue. You get to select that there. And then there's a section there for access key. You do not have to do anything with the access key, and then you just click on Get Quotes Now, and our quote engine does the shopping for you. When you align yourself with a lot of these final expense companies now, you also have access to their own quoting apps that you can download onto your phone, onto your system. You can get quotes in real time. A lot of these companies today even give you the opportunity to apply from the quote and get immediate underwriting decisions. We can talk more about that specifically you can ask questions. I'll be happy to answer them, but also set up a time to meet with me and we can talk about that. Now, this month, we're going to be talking about maximizing returns. What does that mean? When I'm talking about maximizing returns, I'm talking about how do you get from your investment, how do you get the most back? So if you're investing in leads, how do you get the best ROI on leads? Also, when you're investing your time and your energy, how does that translate into income, into revenue? We're going to talk a little bit about that today in how to maximize returns. So what is maximizing returns? Again, it's getting the biggest return on your investment. One of the best things about this industry is that you don't need a lot of capital in order to make a lot of money. The insurance industry in general has made more multimillionaires than any other industry in the world. How do you get to the biggest return on your investment? You're investing in time, whether that is spending time on a call like this to grow your knowledge, to grow your skill sets for personal and professional training and development. You're investing in time. Your investment of money for leads. Your investment of money for marketing. Don't confuse the two. Leads are leads. It's a way to generate conversations. Marketing could be anything else above and beyond that. Investment in training, investment in resources. You're investing a bunch of different things, whether it's money, time, knowledge, all of that. How do you get that to come back to you in a form of a return? Usually it's financial. It really boils down to maximizing your returns comes down to time management. I've been doing this and I've been involved in this business for just shy of 25 years. And the people that know how to manage their time are the people that succeed in this industry, especially when it comes to final expense. You have to know how to manage your time. Many of you, not all of you, but many of you work from the comforts of your home. You have a home office and you do telesales or you do sales face-to-face where you go to a coffee shop, restaurant, or to the person's kitchen table. Because we work from home, many of us work from home, a lot of our friends, our family know that we have what they perceive as a luxury of time. We can drop anything that we're doing at a moment's notice. And the reality of it is, no, you can't. If this is your form of making a living, you have to tell and block those outside influences, get them and let them know, yes, I work from home, but I still maintain office hours, and these are my hours. Do not bother me during this time, because during this time, you are going to be trying to get in front of as many people as possible. It is your opportunity to sell and make money. And you have to be available for your customers, whether it's by making outbound phone calls, inbound phone calls, answering emails, answering texts. You have to maximize your returns, and it comes down to time management. Here at URL, one of the things that we've gone through in our training here is time management in the form of time blocking, which means there are certain periods of time throughout the day that I will check my emails and answer emails. There are times where I am doing and putting together sales proposals. I'm putting together and I'm shopping impaired risks for underwriting. There's times where I'm making outbound phone calls to prospective advisors, prospective agents coming on to URL, people that are kicking the tires, wanting to join, look into joining the URL family. To that point, I have to be able to manage my time. I can't just be ADD where I'm just all over the place and bouncing all over the place. I have to manage my time. So when I come in the morning, I'm looking at my emails first. I do that for about the first hour, answer emails. I look at different marketing ideas because then that gives me some ideas into how I can put together different marketing campaigns for URL and different ways and different training ideas for you. To that point, with time management, time blocking, this here on the screen is just an example of a very general way that you could do this, where Mondays by 10 o'clock today, get on that phone and start making outbound phone calls. People that have responded to digital leads, people that have responded to direct mail leads, people that may have emailed you, or you're just going to be making some cold calls. Do that from, say, 10 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock. And then from 1 o'clock until 2, maybe you take a break, get some lunch, go for a walk, whatever it is. But you kind of get the idea. Then get back on the phones from 2 to 5, then have dinner. And then maybe you make some more phone calls if you had a bad phone day. And then you have your specific days, dates, and times already open in a calendar that you can then just plug those people in. Okay, I have a time available on Monday or on Tuesday from 11 until noon, or 1 until 2, or 3 until 4. And you give yourself that time in between appointments to get to that particular place. If you're doing telesales, you have a lot more time. Telesales are a lot more difficult because creating that relationship, creating that stickiness is very difficult to do over the phone. Now, if you've helped these people in other lines of business and you happen to be adding final expense to their lines of coverages with you, you've already established a relationship with them. So telesales is a lot easier there. But you'll see that you've blocked out time. So let's say Wednesday morning from 10 or 9 until 10, you're doing your administrative stuff. Maybe you're sending in applications, or you're shopping some impaired risks or things like that. And let's say you have a dentist appointment on Thursday. You've already got that on your calendar, which means don't schedule during that time. And then let's say on Fridays, you're going to do some paperwork, stuff like that from 10 until 11. And then you're off for the rest of the weekend. So you're done by 11 o'clock on Friday, and you can put your feet up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then get back at it on Monday. But you see that there's different ways to time block. Some people do it a lot more in detail than this. This is just generic, but I'm just showing you that it's important to time block. If you're reactive, you're failing. You have to be proactive. When it comes to maximizing returns, let's talk about leads. You need to stay on the phones. You do not want to cut your time short, and you go until you hear a no. And then what you'll want to do, if you've been trying to call them week after week, day after day, no answer, they're using caller ID as a form of defense. Knock on those doors. That's how you maximize your return on leads. Go knock on some doors and say, hey, I've been trying to reach you for the past 3 weeks, and I haven't been able to get a hold of you. I'm glad I was able to catch you here at home. Do you have a few minutes now to go over the program here that you inquired about? But you have to stay on the phone. It is the biggest temptation in the industry, as in this business, to get on the phones. You're getting voicemail after voicemail, hang up after hang up, no after no, to say, you know what, screw this, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm taking the rest of the day off. Stay on the phones. When you go until you get a no, that means that they may never answer that phone, but you're going to call them and you're going to keep calling them throughout the day to get them on the phone. Maybe you had a hard time getting them on the phone in your morning calling session. So now you'll try in the afternoon session. Maybe you'll do it after dinner. Maybe you set up some time between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock tonight to make some more outbound calls. It's up to you. But the idea here is to keep going. Your competition doesn't do it. They don't keep going. They tap out rather quickly. If you can persevere and stay on the phones and be professional, you will be able to maximize your return on leads. Let's talk about maximizing returns on marketing. When I'm talking about marketing, I'm talking about contacting people that you already have relationships with, where you're sending out letters, thanking them for their business, sending them emails, sending newsletters, and then making personal outbound phone calls. Hey, client, did you get my letter, email, newsletter, whatever it is? What you want to do is you want to stay out in front of your clients and in front of your prospects. Again, something that many of the competition, they're not doing this. They sell the product, it's a transaction, and they're out the door. Bye-bye. Stay in front of your clients. That's how you maximize your marketing, is by staying in front of them, sending out letters, emails, newsletters. An email may consist of a link to a news article that you may be sending it to many different people, but you send out a news article that says, "Hey, I saw this and I thought you might find this interesting." Something as simple as that. Sending out letters. Those letters should always be a letter of gratitude, thanking the people for their business, thanking them for choosing you over the many other people that they could have done business with. They chose to do business with you. Make those outbound phone calls. Did you get my letter? Did you get my email? Hopefully, it's something where you can have a future dialogue that generates more business or generates free referrals. So maximizing returns. What is the secret? Maximizing returns. The secret is just interacting with people. In the insurance industry, especially final expense, is just getting out there and interacting with people, sitting down, maybe having a cup of coffee with somebody, sitting down, having a sandwich, bringing donuts, whatever it is, but interacting with people. The secret is it's all about people and making those phone calls, sending out those letters, doing the things that other people don't do. That's the secret to maximizing returns. Part of our calls this week, or part of our final expense coaching call, we're highlighting a particular company, and I'm going to give you the bullet points. And if you want to answer the question, I'm curious to see how many of you know the answer when I throw this out there. So this particular final expense company provides a level, graded, and guaranteed issue whole life plan. Level, graded, and guaranteed issue. Level, for those of you who are new, it means that the rates are locked in. The coverage begins immediately, along with all the extra bells and whistles. A graded benefit. Rates are locked in, but the client will have to live 2 years before they can get the full death benefit amount. A graded benefit means if they die in the first 2 years, they're going to get a percentage of the death benefit that they've purchased. It's usually for people that have poor health. And then guaranteed issue, that is return of premium plus 10% and 10% interest. That's also for 2 years. Rates are locked in. The coverage never goes away as long as the premiums are paid. But if they were to die in the first 2 years, it's return of premium plus 10%. This company issues their final expense contracts from the age of 50 to 85. Death benefits start at $5,000. They cap out at $40,000. This company also provides a 2-year look back on most significant medical ailments like heart attacks, cancers, strokes. They're not concerned about TIAs, or what they also known as mini strokes. They don't ask about a person's height and weight. They don't put you into that position of having to ask that height and weight. Or if somebody is significantly overweight, it's not taken into consideration. You can submit applications either through paper, they have a phone worksheet, and they also have a digital application. If you do the phone or the digital application, you get same-day underwriting decisions. This company is a fraternal company, which means they provide member benefits. And they recently experienced and announced a rate reduction. And one of those member benefits, getting back to the member benefits, you have access to a program called Empathy, or the client does, the beneficiary does. And it's a bereavement. Program to help people with dealing with recent loss of family. Anyone have any ideas as to what company we're talking about? Again, they have 3 products: level graded guaranteed issue ages 50 to 85. You can type that in the chat, or in the area there, you can type that. I'm curious to see if anyone here knows it. $5,000 to $40,000 in benefits, 2-year look back on most significant medical ailments, no height weight requirements. Application can be submitted paper, phone, digital. It has member benefits, and they just announced a recent rate reduction. Ooh, I've got some people coming in. Tony, Foresters, close. EB, Gerber, that's guaranteed issue. That's also very close. Here's the separator for this, is that this company provides member benefits. Gerber doesn't. Anybody else want to take a stab at who this company is? Anyone? All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The company, Royal Neighbors. Royal Neighbors is a fraternal company. Tony, you got it. So a couple, Don came close. Royal Neighbors is the company. Royal Neighbors just recently announced that they had a rate reduction in their final expense. They have their product. They rolled out this final expense product about a year ago, a little over a year ago, and it's been taking off. It's really been doing well. And one of the nice things about this product is that you try to get them into a level benefit plan, but based on their health, they may either move them into a graded benefit, or worst case scenario, for people that have really bad health, they will give them a guaranteed issue. So the best part about it is you don't have to walk away from a sale because of a decline. They will automatically transition into a graded or guaranteed issue if they can't get the level benefit. Death benefits, again, from $5,000 to $40,000. Member benefits, they very strong. So fraternal companies, they have to, by law, give member benefits. So if you're interested in learning more about them, feel free to request some information. I'll be happy to send that your way. Now we'll get into the what's hot. And weather is starting to turn. It's starting to get into that little spring feel here. I think this week we're going to start seeing 50s and 60s here in the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area. For those of you who are blessed to live in a nicer and warmer climate, let me know if you're taking any refugees from the cold north. I'll be happy to make myself at home. So what's coming up on Thursday? On Thursday, April 3rd. We have our life and annuity spring sale symposium. Looking forward to that. Last year, we had to turn people away because the demand was so high. We moved venues now to a larger venue. It's at the Colonial Country Club here in Harrisburg. It's going to accommodate over 100 agents. Very excited about it, folks. We have guest speakers from companies like Lincoln, Transamerica, Protective, Ameritas, Nassau, Equitrust, and I know I'm missing one. I'm sure I'm missing one. And Pacific Life. We're talking about things like final expense, traditional life, annuities. It's going to be a day of learning. It's a day that you don't want to miss it. So if you haven't signed up for that, sign up for it. It is starting to fill up. I was looking the other day, and we have people coming from Michigan, Kentucky, Georgia, and Virginia coming up to Harrisburg for it. So it's gaining popularity. It's gaining steam. Sign up for that. The other thing is we have our Life Markets Buzzer Beater Sales Battle. That is where you can win $1,000 of URL's money. I am very excited to be able to send somebody $1,000 of my employer's money. It is basically for life and final expense. The annuity team is doing something very similar to this as well. But for life insurance, for every $1,000 of annualized commissionable premium that you place between, it started in the beginning of February, it's running through the first week of April, and you'll have time to place that business on the books. But we have our buzzer beater sales battle where for every $1,000 of business that you place, you earn a point. The advisor with the most points wins $1,000 cash. Some of you, if you don't win first place, you can come in second and win $500 cash. Third place is $250 cash. So get involved with it. How do you get involved? Just get off the bench, start writing business. So that's what's going on here. And it'll be taking place all the way into the first week of April. So there's still plenty of time to get on that scoreboard. And then again, don't forget, sign up for that Life and Annuity Spring Sale Symposium. It'll definitely be a day worth your time because you're going to be connecting with real top producers in final expense, top producers in the life and annuity market. You're going to be learning from some of the best in the business. So sign up for that. Don't forget. And I hope to see your names on that sign-up sheet here very soon. Also, you can connect with other final expense producers through our final expense community page on Facebook. It's where you can connect with other final expense producers that have already partnered with URL. We put together different marketing ideas, sales concepts, share that. Also, any announcements that go out there. It's just an easy way to stay connected with other final expense producers. That is it for me. If there's any questions, please feel free to contact me. You can ask your questions now. Be happy to get those answered for you. And you can also contact me on my direct line, which is 717-216-8041, 717-216-8041. If any of you have been trying to text me to that number, we used to have capabilities. We've been having some technical issues with that, but I hope that that'll get resolved here very soon. But in the meantime, please feel free to email me or call me. My number is 717-216-8041. Email is matta@urlinsgroup.com. I appreciate you investing your time. I hope that today's presentation gave you an idea or some ideas on how to time block and how to maximize your returns. On behalf of URL, we appreciate your partnership. We appreciate your business. And I look forward to helping you, and my team looks forward to helping you with all of your life sales. Until the next time, take care and be well. Bye, everybody.